Good evening, YouTube Pipers. Warwickshire Piper here. Wednesday evening. Just thought I'd log on for a catch up. See how everybody's doing. Been a lovely day here in the Shire today. Wall to wall sunshine. Nice blue skies. And the temperature was about 22 degrees, I think, according to my car. Not quite warm enough for the mankini, but very pleasant, very welcome nonetheless. Little bit of housekeeping. I hope I don't set the smoke alarm off. I just have set it off about 5 minutes ago, so hopefully it won't go off again. I'm smoking my Eric Nording Zebra. Gorgeous little horn from Master Nording. Very, very precisely cut. Unusual design. 9mm. Very light little pipe. And in it I am smoking some Rattray's Bagpiper's Dream. Now I'm fairly sure that Bagpiper's Dream is this month's Blend Club review of choice, although I'm not going to review it properly this evening. I thought I would have a couple of bowls over the next couple of days and then do a proper review perhaps over the weekend. Now I've actually put a filter in this pipe tonight, and it is actually drawing a bit heavy. Now whether that's me overpacking, which is possible, despite my instructional last video on how to pack a pipe, but we all get it wrong from time to time. Okay, a few things this evening. Just quickly, I'm not going to talk about anything too much in depth. We'll keep it nice and easy and chilled out. Quick VR to Uncle Phil's Cellar. Congratulations on your 250th sub. Fantastic achievement. If you haven't checked him out yet, please do so. Uncle Phil's Cellar. He's a great guy. UK PTC member. Also a lover of my Edgeworth. He's still smoking that, Phil. He posted, I think it's today or yesterday, to say that he will be doing a gore maybe towards the end of this week or over the weekend. I think he's got some fairly exciting things planned for that. So go check him out, guys. That's Uncle Phil's Cellar. Great guy. Very relaxed style. Go and check him out. You know what? I'm going to take this filter out of here because it just ain't working. It really isn't. That's better. filters. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I hate them, and I didn't get on with that at all. Wasn't drawing properly, and that is one of my main bugbears with 9mm filters. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Whether it's me, it probably is, I don't know, but I'm still yet 100% committed to them. That's right, just another disaster. There's always some kind of disaster or dilemma during my recordings. I've had fire alarms, traffic wardens, random YouTube things that have popped up. Adventures in Mullisland. There's a lovely cognac topping on this bagpiper's dream. Quite why it's called bagpiper's dream, I'm not sure. Surely bagpipers obviously meaning Scotland. You'd have thought it would have had a whiskey topping, not cognac. But it is a nice aromatic nonetheless. And obviously, being Rattrays, you can be fairly well assured that they use good quality leaf in their blends. Okay guys, I want to share with you something very large that came into my life last week from a YABO, an eBay purchase, good price, of which I looked at it and it said large pipe, and when it came and I opened the box, I wasn't quite prepared for just how large it would be. And it is a Bjarne Nielsen Giant, and there it is. Isn't it the most fantastic thing that you have ever seen? Now I'm fairly sure you would call that one hell of a bulldog. I think you'd say that was a bulldog design. A wonderful grain on it. It is huge. I mean, I've got big hands, and that is almost the size of an apple in my hand, and it weighs a ton. It's certainly not a clencher for a Sunday morning when you're walking the ferret. It is a big heavy pipe with a big ass bowl on it. That's certainly a good hour and a half, maybe even a 2-hour smoker, depending on what you've got in it. But nonetheless, it is a wonderful pipe. Great condition. It's an estate pipe. It has been smoked, but very gently. Also, in the same delivery was this beautiful Torben Dansk. Again, wonderful grain, gorgeous bowl shape and shank. Again, 9mm, lightly smoked estate, and a wonderful price. I think what I'm going to do maybe next week, when I've actually had a think about how I'm going to do it, is to have a little do a little clip on buying estate pipes on eBay, because as I've said before, there are some serious bargains out there, and I've done particularly well in the last 6 months since I've started smoking a pipe seriously again. Cheers. Cup of tea tonight. No Highland falling down water, which I suppose I should be drinking really, considering I'm smoking Bagpiper's Dream. Cheers, McTavish. Right, this will probably have gone out. Hold on. Another thing I wanted to talk about, guys, just very quickly, without boring you too much with the details. My UK PTC friends, colleagues, Romans, countrymen, and all my other Facebook friends are aware that I am having a social media break or social media hiatus. Maybe not such a break is perhaps too severe a word to use, because basically I'd reached this week I'd reached what I called a social media saturation point that really needed addressing. I was in 12, maybe even 13 Facebook pipe groups that I was trying to keep up with and post and like and interact with members all the time. My two main groups, UK PTC and GPSS, I will still keep those active. Everything else has either been deleted, I've either left those groups, or there are a couple that I have kept but I've unfollowed. It's just too much sometimes with work and you know, personal commitments and home and everything else that goes with it, and obviously my new YouTube channel I'm trying to sort of build up. You know, there's just not enough hours in the day, so it's a shame really, because I mean all of those groups, they're all fantastic and the guys in them are all fantastic, and I made some really good friends online, but there is a world outside social media. You know, I know social media, I know this is a social media platform as well, but you know, sometimes you have to try and balance the whole social media thing. We all live in this social media bubble, particularly pipe smokers, you know, that as we are a fantastic online, there's a fantastic online social media presence of pipe smokers globally, and thank God there is, and it's a wonderful thing. It's you know, it's a heartwarming thing to be friends and to socialise with so many like-minded individuals online, you know, whether it be Facebook, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Instagram or Twitter. You know, it's fantastic, but we have to live a life, you know, we have to live a life outside social media, and I'm afraid from my perspective social media was starting to take over my life a little bit, almost to the detriment of my health and relationships. So I've had to have quite a severe cull of the pipe groups, but like I say, UK PTC, GPSS, I'll still be fairly active on those groups, although perhaps rein it in a little bit. And that's it, guys, really. So hopefully it just needs to, you know, so what are your thoughts maybe on that? Maybe you're suffering from the, you know, the same social media overload that I did. I've certainly spoken to a few good friends of mine online in the last few days, well, more than that actually, in the last few weeks, and there are quite a few people that are thinking along the same sort of lines as me, you know. London Calling with Simon put an interesting, made some interesting comments in one of his recent videos about social media and the immediacy that people sometimes require you to comment or like, or, you know, and some people get arsey if you don't respond straight away, you know. It's and I'm going to echo what Simon said. It's, you know, it's that there are other things that are going on in our lives. You know, we're all busy people, and sometimes you just can't react at the, you know, the flick of a switch, and that upsets some people. Although we all, you know, we all try. So that's me really at the moment. But another thing I would like to do just before I sign off quickly, I'm going to light this again. This isn't burning particularly well. I did think it was perhaps a bit damp when I filled her up. I had a delivery. I won't call it a YABO. It was a package delivered today. Of something that I ordered a few weeks ago. And it is this beautiful handmade tobacco tray. A double pipe rest. There are various choices of colour that you can have. I've got a black single and 2 tan, a double. And they are made by, skillfully made by, a guy called Edward Simpkins. Now, he's a Facebook friend of mine, member of the UK PTC. And if you would like one of these, log on to Facebook, look for Edward Simpkins. His profile picture is It the Clown, and his banner picture is a VW camper, white I think it is. Drop him a message and he'll quote you. I think the tray, they retail at 20 quid I think for the trays, and the rests I think are, I can't remember whether they're 10 or 14 quid. I think the double was 14 quid. There might be a bit less than that, but anyway, Edward will quote you on those. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit. Thank you very much, Edward. Right guys, that's about it. I'm going to finish my bowl of Bagpiper's Dream and finish watching my X-Files, finish my tea. Cheers. I hope it hasn't been too disjointed this evening, but as I say, I just wanted to sort of have a bit of a catch up and have a bit of a natter. Congratulations again to Uncle Phil's Cellar on your 250 sub, and I'll eagerly await the your Gore official Gore announcement soon. Okay guys, have a fantastic rest of the week, have a pleasant evening, and I'll be back.